Hello and welcome to my YouTube session. Today is a little bit different session, so we will cover one topic from the Microsoft Azure cloud, but we're focusing on a solution developed by me. But before we start, I'd like to give you a short introduction about me. My name is Lagler-Gruener. I'm a multi-cloud architect in one of the biggest consulting company in Austria. I work since 2012-2013 with Microsoft Azure. You can see it on my certification. That's my main point in the hybrid cloud world. Over the time, I'm realizing it's a good idea to go more broader and also specializing into AWS and also GCP. You can find my social profile on Twitter, LinkedIn, Xing, Facebook. I have also my private blog for sure and my YouTube channel. Okay, enough from me, so let's start with the agenda from today. Today we talk about the Azure cost management, the API and the cost management itself. And the main part in this session, my solution based on a real life use case. It's from video type full session and from video category level 200. Okay, let's hand over to my agenda. First of all, we will think about what is Azure Cost Management. Why should I use it? Where can I use it? Then we go one step further, a small part, the Azure Cost Management API. Then I will demonstrate or will explain the use case, the real life use case. And at the end, I want to show you my solution, how you can install the solution and also a demo about the solution. Okay, first of all, Azure Cost Management. It's available, the features from Azure Cost Management are available for Microsoft Online Services Program subscription, for Enterprise Agreement subscription and Microsoft Customer Agreement subscription. Only for those subscriptions these features are available. It's the service itself, the cost management service, includes the Azure Cost Analysis service, which is a graphical view about your costs based on subscription level or resource group level, what you prefer. You also have the ability to switch between different views, like pie charts, like table charts, what you prefer. Also order by resources, tags, resource groups. So there are so many different features available. And you have the ability to implement budgeting. So you can say, okay, I have my project have one resource group, and inside the resource group are all my resources. And this resource group or this project is budget, I have a budget from 100 euro per month. And you can define, okay, this 100 euro to define a budget, and when the budget reaches more than 80% per month, you get an alert. You can do this. And why should I use Azure Cost Management? Because it helps to understand the actual costs about your Azure environment based on subscription level or based on resource group level. It depends on your preference. Okay, now we know what the Azure Cost Management service is. We can use the cost management analysis services, the budgeting services, including alerting. But we can also use the API, the Azure Cost Management API. So you have the same ability as the Azure Cost Analysis. So you can send a request to get all information, to get all costs based on resource group, for example. It's available in version 2019-11-01. You can do this with HTTP post requests. You can see here a sample request. In this case, the scope means the subscription ID. From security perspective, you're using Azure Active Directory OAuth2 flow, the OAuth2 flow, and you get a request body based in JSON format. So you can use the body, you can use the JSON format body to get more information. Okay, enough about the technical part. Let's go to the use case, a real life use case. A customer is coming to me and say, Hannes, we have a problem. We are using enterprise agreement subscription. We have the cost analysis service, but we want a simple mail at the end of the month with two features. The first feature is an export in CSV, and the second feature is I want to see inside the email an aggregated view based on tags, based on resource groups, how many costs are available. It's really a simple request, but it's not working. There's no feature available inside the Azure cloud to achieve this requirement. And another one, the solution should be realized in a pass, so no infrastructure service, no additional operating costs, and for sure the lowest cost as possible. Okay, this is the starting point where I'm thinking about, okay, how can I realize it, how the architecture should be. And then I'm starting with the architecture design, with the development design, and now the first version is available. You can use the first version, you can install the first version, it's open source, you can find this version on my GitHub channel, GitHub repo, I'm sorry. But before you install the solution, I want to show you in a live demo a short overview about the solution. How does it do? Why should it? How I achieve this? With which components? What's the architecture design? Then I want to show you, okay, what are the installation steps? 3 installation steps. So it's really easy. How you can use the solution. So what's the outcome of the solution, and where you can find everything, where you can find the source code. Okay, we are now with the theory session. The theory session is now ending. We are now switch over to the live demo. Okay, we are now in my demo environment. You can see here I have my resource group and exactly 3 path services to realize the requirements. The first one is an Azure storage account, and inside the Azure storage account I need an Azure blob container named billing data. The second one is an Azure function. The Azure function is based on the consumption model, and for the development perspective I'm using PowerShell 7 core, and I implement an HTTP trigger based function. You can see here, this is my function itself, HTTP trigger based, and here is my PowerShell 7 core code. Okay, and the third path service is my logic app, and you can see here it's a normal logic app, and it's based on it's a normal logic app, and you have here your custom workflow to achieve the solution, to run the solution triggered recurrence, to get the information from the billing API and so on. Okay, that's it from the architecture perspective overview. You can see 3 services, 3 really cheap services. So let's hand over to the installation. Okay, the application is now installed in your environment, and now we can start the application. But before we start, I want to show you the result. So you can see here I have two successful triggered processes. The one process, so let's have a look to the process itself. So first of all, we set the grouping tag variable. So you can change this variable. Now I've grouped the result, the API result, based on the tag named cost center. So it depends on you what kind of tag do you want to use for this solution. Then I have three variables which are initialized. Then I'm getting all subscriptions. It's also an HTTP call, so I'm using here the Grave API to get all subscriptions, where my managed identity, I'm using a managed identity for my logic app, is assigned to. You can see here I have one subscription in place, so my managed identity is able to get the information from one subscription. Here I have a condition if it's successful. So if I get a 200 back, everything is fine. Then I'm starting a for each. For if it's more than if there are more than one subscriptions available, I have a for each. You can see I have here set the current subscription. This is my subscription ID from the HTTP GET response. Then I'm setting the subscription name. In this case is my MSDN subscription. And then I'm setting the export variable. This is a combination of export subscription, the subscription ID.csv. Then I go one step further and execute the billing API, the Azure Cost Management Billing API. To get the information, you can see here, this is my URL, here is my subscription ID, and at the end I have the current version, the API version. Here I'm adding the custom body, including the cost center tag, which is defined in the variable on the top. And here you can see I'm getting a really huge result with different resource groups. You can see here RG demo, path networking, cost center is now. I have here RG image gallery, it costs €1, 1.9 euro, and so on. With this response, I'm checking the conditions. So if I get a 200 back, everything is fine. And then I'm executing my Azure function with the current response from the management API. And when the function is finished, I'm getting a result. You can see it here. Accumulated result. The costs are 119 euro, and cost center is no tag defined because none of my resource group have any tags defined based on the name cost center. Okay, with this information, I'm generating a HTTP table, creating, getting the information, getting the blob content, because my HTTP function is also generating a CSV file and saving the file to the Azure Blob storage account. And when it's done, I'm sending an email with the following information. And the finished email look like the following. You can see it here. I have here my email, billing subscription, billing for subscription, my subscription name. Here's the subscription ID. Here's the subscription name. And here are the actual costs. And also an CSV as an attachment. And you can see here you have more details. You have the billing month, you have the costs, you have the cost center tag based on the cost center, and you have all resources based on this tag there are no tags defined. You can see all my resources in the Azure cloud. Okay, so that's it. That's my solution. Where you can find the solution, you have seen it in my live demo, in my installation demo, but I want to switch over to my GitHub account, GitHub repo. Okay, this is my GitHub repo. You see here, I have here my billing mail API solution, and inside this folder you can see this is my HTTP trigger function source code. So I have here my run PS1 and the requirements PS1, and here I have my logic app code, where you can and you can also find here the deployment task. First of all, the connectors, and second one, the logic app itself. So feel free, download the application, install the application in your environment. I will update the solution maybe in the next few months. So let's have fun. Let's try a look, try to install the application and give me feedback.